Hello there everybody, and welcome to my presentation of the Dragonite Quiz. Now, this is just a little presentation I made just to celebrate the making of the Dragonite fan club that I made, along with Latias and Latios, of course. And what better way to do that with just a 20-question quiz on our big yellow buddy of ours. Now I'll go through every question. There are multiple choice, and after I read the question, and I'll give you about 7 or 8 seconds or so to answer the question. Now remember, you could always pause the video whenever you want. You can have more time. It's just more of a trivia kind of thing to see how much you know about Dragonite. So let us begin. Alright, the first question. How many claws does a Dragonite have altogether? You have 6, 12, 20, or 10. Now this one should have been pretty easy for you guys. Yeah, the answer is 12. Dragonite has 12 claws, 3 on each paw. 6 on his front, 6 on his toes, first toes. That one's pretty easy. And a few more are pretty easy. Alright, now, how tall is the average fully grown Dragonite? We have 7 feet 0, 7 feet 1, 7 foot 3, or 7 foot 5. Alright, with this one, Dragonite, well, the average fully grown Dragonite is, yep, that's right, 7 foot 3. Now, there's some who could be slightly shorter or slightly taller than that, but the average one is about 7 foot 3. It's taller than a lot of humans. Although he's a dragon, he's supposed to be kind of big, huh? Next, the third question. What is Dragonite's national Pokedex number? Is it 147, 148, 149, or 150? Alrighty, now the answer to this one should be... yeah, oh, that's not what I meant to do, but yeah, it is C, yep, C149, that's it. That's Dragonite's national Pokedex number. And it's actually the Kanto number too, because he was part of the first generation. He's a classic dragon. Perfect. He's the one that started it all. Alright, now, next question. What color is a shiny Dragonite's wings? Is it blue, purple, orange, or green? Well, if you are into shiny Pokemon, you would probably know that the answer to this one is purple. Yep. Now, the body color of a Dragonite is green, and is the underbelly and the claws of the antenna of his does not change at all. And neither did the eye color. Now that I think about it. But yep, his skin color is green for the shiny, and his wings are purple. But, in my opinion, though, I prefer the classic orange yellow Dragonite with the nice bluish-green wings. Next, what physical feature did Dragonite not have when he was first introduced? Was it his front claws, his horn, his antenna, or his straighted underbelly? Alrighty then, now the answer to this one is his horn. Yep, he did not have a horn when he was first introduced in the first games, believe it or not. But later on they added a horn to him. Which he looks a lot better with the horn. He's a dragon, he should have a horn, right? But yep, I definitely agree. I like the way he looks now better than back then. Next question. It would take a Dragonite how long to circumnavigate the Earth? 16 hours, 20 hours, 14 hours, or 18 hours? Alrighty then, now the answer to this question would be, it would take a Dragonite 16 hours to circle the globe, which that is pretty darn fast for a big 400 plus pound dragon. Oh, I always wanted to know how he was able to do that, fly at top speeds with this big bulky body and the little wings of his, but hey, that's just the magic of Dragonite. Everyone can agree with that. Excuse me. Alrighty, number 7. In the anime, who of the following does not own a Dragonite? Lance, Iris, Professor Oak, or Giovanni? Okie doke. Now, we all, if you're keeping track of the anime, kind of like I do, in certain situations, you would know that Giovanni does not own a Dragonite. Everyone else on this list does. It's funny how Professor Oak has a Dragonite. Never thought he would, but hey. I mean, okay, why not have a Dragonite? That's another good question. But let's go more to the more important ones. Alright, number 8. When was Dragonite's first appearance in the anime? Is it the Pokemon first movie? The episode Mystery of the Lighthouse? The episode Iris and the Rogue Dragonite? Or the episode Enter the Dragonite? Alrighty, if you pay attention to a lot of anime, then you would know that the answer to this one is a B. Mystery of the Lighthouse was when he made his first appearance with that giant Dragonite. But even though we all know him, he's still somewhat of a mystery, because you never know what Dragonite's gonna do next. Alrighty, number 9. Now this one may be a little tricky unless you are a hardcore collector like myself. In the trading card game, what is the unique type of a Dragonite EX card? Water, grass, steel, and electric. Steel or electric, pardon me. Okay then, now the answer to this one is grass. Now before anyone starts blasting comments at me, yes, I know there was a Dragonite card that was both steel and electric. However, that is not a Dragonite EX card. That is just a plain Delta species card. Now the Dragonite EX there was one that came in colorless, and there was one that came in grass, and that's the unique type, the grass one. Yeah, not too many people I think would get that besides, well, like I said, people who absolutely are obsessed with Dragonite. Next question. Number 10. What title was given to Dragonite long ago? Was it the Mirage of the Ocean, the Guardian of the Sea, the God of Destruction, or the Dragon of the Deep? Okay, well, the answer to this one is C, the God of Destruction. Well, I'm not entirely sure about this. I'm not entirely sure why he would be called this, but yeah, he's definitely known as the God of Destruction. I don't know, mine would definitely not be called that just because he's a big old lug who actually loves to give hugs, believe it or not. I mean, yes, Dragonite are very strong, and in their outrages are capable of destroying many things if they're not careful, but that's not their main purpose. A Dragonite can be very friendly if you get to know them and love them. Next question. Alright, number 11. Which of the following dragons is considered to be Dragonite's rival? And by this, I usually mean by fan-based rivalry. Alright, is it Altaria, Salamence, Rayquaza, or Kingdra? Alrighty, so the answer to this question is Salamence. Anybody who picked Altaria, I'm gonna have to kick your ass. Sorry, I have a grudge against Altaria for many, many reasons. But anyway, Salamence is definitely considered Dragonite's rival. As soon as Salamence came out, everyone was into him, everyone liked him, everyone's thinking, oh, he's so much better than Dragonite. In some ways he is, and in a lot of ways he's not. But hey, this is what I think. Hey, put them together on a team, because that would definitely be one hell of a team. And they can both team up and destroy Altaria while they're at it. Anyway, next question. Question 12. Dragonite can fly faster than what? A jet plane, a race car, the speed of light, or the speed of sound? Alrighty, well, the answer to this one is D, the speed of sound. Yep, he definitely can fly fast, that's for sure. Who knew that fast? Oh, wow, that's great. You're one talented buddy, Dragonite. Alrighty, what treat of the following is preferred by an average Dragonite? Is it a royal gummy, a chesto berry, a lava cookie, or a Wonka bar? Well then, alrighty, the answer to this one, if you know your mystery dungeon facts, is a royal gummy. Now, I'm not saying that a Dragonite would not eat the other choices, but a royal gummy is one of the things that the Dragonite would prefer to eat, because royal gummy is a treat for dragons, and dragons love them. Although, now that I think about it, the Wonka bar sounds pretty darn tasty, and if I gave my Dragonite one, I bet he would be hooked on it. Once you start eating those, you can't ever stop. Anyway, number 14. Which of the following video games did Dragonite not make an appearance in? Pokemon Ranger 1, Pokepark 2, Pokemon Conquest, or Pokemon Troze? So, if there's any video game nerds like myself, you will know, you will know that Pokepark 2, Dragonite did not make an appearance in. Now, he did appear in the first game, but he did not appear in the second. Now, with Pokemon Ranger 1, he was the Dragonite bus. I remember that. In Pokemon Conquest, he's a very powerful Pokemon in the game that you could use. And in Pokemon Troze, all the Pokemon that were in third generation and under were in this game. Only as really their heads, but still, they're still considered in the game. Now, I know that Salamence and Charizard in the second Pokepark game, but not Dragonite? Of course not. Well, whatever. Moving on. Alright, 15. In Pokepark Wii, first game, what is the name of the area that Dragonite watches over? Is it the Flower Zone, the Granite Zone, the Marble Garden Zone, or the Beach Zone? Alrighty, so let's see what the answer is. It is A. Yep, the flowers, he was up in the Flower Zone, pretty much like the last level of the game, where he flies around and watches over, then lands. He repeatedly lands and walks and flies all over the place, just for fun, I guess. Yeah, now the Granite Zone is where the other dragons hang out, like Salamence, Charizard, Garchomp, and Flygon. The Marble Garden Zone isn't even in the game. That's a Sonic level, like, put it there just for the hell of it. Even though the Flower Zone could be like a small replica of Marble Garden if you really think about it. But anyway, and now you would think that Dragonite would be at the Beach Zone, because, well, he's a marine dragon, but he's not. Alright. Alrighty, the next question, number 16. Dragonite falls under what color group on the Pokedex? Yellow, orange, brown, or tan? Alrighty then. Now, the answer to this question is brown. Yes, he does not look very brown, does he? However, in the very first couple of games, he was brown, and he did fall under the brown color group of the Pokedex. And he's still in there today, which I'm not entirely sure why, because he's not brown anymore. He's more of a golden yellow or orange colored, as people say. Like, well, I guess his color really changes depending on what game it is. Like, for example, like in the anime, he's more of a tannish, maybe sometimes orangey colored. But in some games, he can be like golden yellow. And hey, I still call him the big yellow buddy anyway, just because he's more of a golden yellow in my eyes. But hey, everyone has their own opinions. Number 17, in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon 2, which is, Explores Time and Explores the Darkness, what level does Dragonite need to be to learn Draco Meteor? 70, 72, 75, or 77? Alrighty, now the answer to this one is 72. Yep, you, Dragonite, and I think a lot of other dragons who can learn this move, need to be level 72 in order to learn Draco Meteor, but also they need 3 stars of IQ in order to be able to learn it as well. So bring on the royal gummies. Number 18, in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers the Sky, what item can fully protect Dragonite from Ice-type moves? I didn't read the choices, did I? My bad. Dragon Gem, Mirage Cape, Yachi Berry, or Defend Globe. My bad, I guess I was slacking off. Well then, the answer to this one is a Mirage Cape. Now, before anyone complains to me saying, hey, Yachi Berry helps with Ice-type moves, Yachi Berry does protect against Ice-type moves. However, it does not exist in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon at all. It just doesn't. The Mirage Cape is a Dragonite unique item that also Dratini and Dragonair can use that fully protects Dragonite from Ice-type moves and restores his health. A Dragon Gem is a little bit different. It actually protects Dragonite and all other dragons who hold it from Dragon-type moves. And the Defend Globe is a bug item that doesn't have a resemblance to dragons whatsoever. I don't even know what it does, because I'm not a fan of the bug type. Number 19. I love that picture. Which of the following is the French name for Dragonite? Is it Caryu, Dracolosse, Gregoron, or Manyanyum? Alrighty, I do not know how many international Dragonite fans there are, and by that I mean knows every name like me. The answer is Dracolosse. Yep, that is the French name for Dragonite, which I'm assuming means big dragon. Which that's what he is. He is a big dragon. Yeah, Karyu is the Japanese name for Dragonite, which means like sea dragon or happy dragon or destructing dragon. Now I don't know. Now Dragoron is the German name for Dragonite, and Manyanyang is Korean. Yeah, pretty interesting. What they mean, I'm not 100% sure. I only pretty much know those, but hey, I know which ones are which. Alrighty. And number 20, the last question. We'll end it with a classic one. In Generation 1, at what level does Dragonite learn Hyper Beam? Is it level 75, level 80, level 60, or level 70? Okie doke. Now, this one, I actually did not know the answer until I had to look it up. The answer, believe it or not, is 60. This is the only question I got wrong. I honestly thought it was 75, but it turns out, no, that's not the true answer. It is 60 in the first generation games. I never would have guessed that, but now in later games, he learns it at a much later level. Which is, I guess it's hardly enough, because it's one of Dragonite's best moves. along with like outrage, for example. Which is not a healthy move to teach a dragon. Why force him to go out all angry? Well, that is the end of the Dragonite Quiz. Now, I am very interested for those who will have watched this to see how well you did, how many questions you got correctly, and so does Dragonite actually too. So if you like, you can put a message on the comments on the bottom of the page and say how boldly your answer is. Anyone who got all 20 questions, way to go! We're all proud of you. And we also have a Dragonite fan club now, as you know, as I said at the beginning, and I really hope that everybody who is a big fan of Latios and Dragonite comes and joins the club. You can subscribe to them and us if you want. It'd be very nice if you did. Alrighty, well, I thank you for taking the Dragonite Quiz, and I hope you had an entertaining time watching the video. I will see. This is Mr. Jump signing out. I'll see you later.